The newest brawler Shade was just released into the game, and that means I'm going to push him from 0 trophies all the way to 2,000. And at 3 AM, I unlocked Shade and started grinding towards max tier. Now at first, it actually took a little bit of time to learn Shade. Shade is actually a pretty tricky brawler, but don't get me wrong, Shade is definitely really busted. It just takes a little bit of skill to become a really good Shade. Now it's really important to hit your shots in the middle to do extra damage. That allows you to take out your opponents much faster and also charge your super faster, which is probably the best super in the entire game. The fact that you're able to move around inside of walls at a super fast pace is just honestly so busted. The other team most of the time can't even do anything while you're inside of wall. And speaking of can't do anything, the teams we were facing could not stop us even if they tried. We were going as fast as we could because we were also racing to be the first ever Shade Master in the world, so subscribe if you want to see that video in the future. But since it was 3 AM and we were winning games as fast as we could, I wasn't really talking, I was just sweating as much as possible. And so we went on a huge win streak of 40 wins, 50 wins, and even 60 wins in a row. And taking a look at the leaderboards, I was actually second place in the world, and I was only a little bit behind first place, so we were going extremely fast. But then once the hour mark hit, the map changed to Pinball Dreams, and come to find out, this map is probably arguably better for Shade. But first, let me tell you about today's video sponsor, Samsung Galaxy and their Galaxy Z Fold 6. The Z Fold 6 has everything in a phone that you could ask for and more. It is super light and fits nicely in your pocket while also being able to fold open for probably the best viewing experience a phone can have. The 7.6-inch screen makes watching videos or playing games so much more enjoyable than any other phone. Not to mention, the Z Fold 6 also has a really cool multitasking feature. I'm able to watch an educational video while also being able to take notes at the exact same time. Not only that, let's say I'm playing chess and I'm waiting for my opponent to make a move. I can watch a video, I can watch a movie, I can literally do anything. The options are endless with the Z Fold 6. Now, not only is the Z Fold 6 great for convenience and gaming, the Z Fold 6 also has a great camera with amazing features like live effect. I'm a pretty bad photographer, but I'm able to bring a 3D touch to every single moment I capture with live effect. And this is exclusively on Galaxy devices. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Go check out the Galaxy Z Fold 6 in the link in the description down below, but let's get back. There's so many walls on this map that it's really easy to push up, and if you ever get inside their spawn with super, there is nothing the other team can do. You just have so many walls to hide in, and you're able to hit all of them when they can't even hit you. And as we got closer to max tier, I was learning more and more how to play Shade. Now, typically my worst brawlers are assassins or tanks, but Shade felt a little bit different. It might just be the fact that Shade is so broken right now, I was able to take control of the game with assassin, something I've never really been able to do before. And no matter which brawlers the enemy team was running, I felt like a train without brakes. Nothing was going to stop me. And soon enough, we were one game away from max tier without losing a single game.
Well, I absolutely clapped him. Clapped him. Clapped him. Wait. One in the net. Yes. Clapped him. What? Caught him through the wall. Let's go, dude. That's the last game too. There we go. Max tier Juju already.
Now, taking a look at the leaderboards, we were still top 5 in the world. However, this wasn't really our main goal. Sure, it was pretty cool to be top 5 in the world, but we didn't really care about that, so we took a break and hopped back on later in the day.
A few moments later.
Now, my first real goal here was actually to get a 100 game win streak with Shade. I thought it would look so cool on the profile that it was a must have. So all we need is 21 more wins in a row. But now that we're above max tier, that means we start to face harder opponents. And well, actually playing against harder opponents means you get to learn more about Shade faster. And so I found out which brawlers are best against Shade. And typically they're almost all tanks, specifically Frank, Jackie, and I think Mortis is actually a decent counter. Even though once Shade's in a wall, Mortis can't hit Shade, but if you catch Shade outside of a wall, Mortis is actually pretty good. Now, the only other thing Shade kind of struggles against is throw throwers when Shade doesn't have super, but that's only a small little amount of time inside the game because as soon as Shade gets a super, it is actually over for throwers. There's nothing they can do to escape a Shade, and I honestly feel pretty bad for them, especially since I'm a thrower main. And honestly, that's probably it for counters. And since there's no counters inside the game other than Shades themselves, we were still really dominant, and we were winning all of our games, and before I knew it, I was 1 game away from a 100-game win streak.
I have super, but all the walls are broken. Great stuff from the team. Playing very well on an open map. Nice. Do some random stuff on an open map. That's a very nice hit because now we have super. Now we go up to the side here. Hit. Oh, we got double supered because they have no idea how to deal with Shade. Thank you so much, Steel. You are now free. I appreciate you. That's a 100 win streak. Look how clean that looks. Look how clean that looks.
Now, I know a lot of you are probably not going to like this decision, but as soon as we hit a 100-game win streak, I decided to lose on purpose. I really wanted that 100-game win streak on my profile because it looks so good. And believe it or not, it was a good thing because a few games later, we actually ended up losing, which means I would have had a 106 or 7 game win streak on my profile that just doesn't look as good as 100. So honestly, I'm glad I lost. But now that we got our win streak goal, our second goal of the day was to get 1,500 trophies. And then we would finish the last 500 tomorrow.
Wow. Try to stun me. Dislike that. Wow. 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 Wow.
At this point, we were on a roll. Thanks to my goated teammates and the fact that Shade is busted, we hit 1,300 trophies with no problem. We hit 1,400 trophies with no problem. And we even got all the way to 1 game away from 1,500 trophies with no problem.
Yeah. I messed up, bro. I should have hit him. He has super too. Uh-oh. I'm dead. We defend. We defend. Very nicely done. That got really scary, but I have super. Hopefully he doesn't. We just target him. It's honestly just who has super.
And now that we're at 1,500 trophies, I checked the leaderboards and I actually fell all the way down to 33rd in the world, but I guess I was still #1 in Canada, so yeah, we're #1. We'll take it. Our goal today is simple, 2,000 trophies. But here's where it starts to get difficult because losses really start to hurt above 1,500 trophies. Not to mention, there was a brand new map out that I've never played before, and to be honest, it is probably close to one of my least favorite Brawl Ball maps ever. The map has some pretty weird scoring angles, and if you mess up a couple times, the game can be over in a blink of an eye. But as we were pushing today, I learned something extremely important that will help us finish this push. And that is you're able to double gadget with one single gadget. So let me explain. If you're mid-shot animation and you hit gadget, it'll actually increase the range of the shot, then also still activate the gadget the next shot. So basically, you get 2 gadgets out of 1. This glitch or trick, whatever you want to call it, is so strong. And this actually makes Shade way better than Shade even was before. So with that in mind, we grinded for the next couple hours. Now, I won't lie, we did actually lose a couple games along the way because of the map and other things like our comp and stuff, but for the most part, we were going on huge game win streaks. We passed 1,800 trophies, and eventually we even passed 1,900 trophies. And it looked like we were gonna hit 2,000 trophies in no time at all. But as soon as you start to have a couple hiccups inside some games, you can lose trophies so fast. And that's kind of what happened to us. We lost a couple games in a very short span of time, and before I knew it, I was already back down to 1,830 trophies. This just shows if you're pushing to 2K or above 2K, you need to be very consistent and basically never lose. So all we have to do from here on out is not lose. And so that's exactly what we did. We actually only lost one singular game all the way up until we were 3 games away off of 2,000 trophies.
Okay, we got hyper, and I'm very close to super. Corito's got super. We're actually in a decent spot here. That's my goat! I don't know why I grabbed that. I should have let that go in. All right, because I could have died, and it's fine. In the net. Nice. Nice. Here we go. Final game to 2K. This is a big one. You hit the 3. Yes. Hit the crit. We don't panic here. It's another kill. Nice. Axel got my back up there. Okay, we're still winning 1-0. Oh. They definitely stopped that, yeah. We're fine. 17 seconds. We can shoot him through the wall, baby. That's it. That's the 2K. That was not the cleanest game by me whatsoever, but that's the 2K. Holy moly, there we go. 2K, my second ever 2K.
What's crazy is we hit 2,000 trophies in under 48 hours and we're still only 20th in the world. But either way, like and subscribe if you want to see me attempt to be the first Shade Master in the world. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.